The following video is no way sponsored, endorsed, or affiliated with Oculus or Facebook. The following is my personal opinion I've formed from over thousands of hours in VR and is completely non-biased. Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and in today's video we will be taking a look at the Oculus Quest after 1 year of use. Does it still hold up? Can my kids use it? Can my dog use it? All of these questions and hopefully more will be answered in this video. Some of you may remember some Oculus Quest videos I used to upload back in the day. I kept using it, but I stopped showing it on my YouTube channel since I got the Rift S. I got the Oculus Quest for my 13th birthday, and I really do not have a whole lot of complaints about it, so let's go ahead and start with what the outside looks like. The Oculus Quest has a nice sleek design with a fabric material covering the sides, top, and bottom, and a padded interface. The front features 4 wide-angle tracking cameras with a matte black plastic finish. The controllers are also the same black plastic with matte finish. Compared to the old touch controllers, they're pretty much the same except the ring is on the top of the controller and not underneath it. The features include a touch-sensitive grip button, touch-sensitive A, V, X, and Y buttons. What do I mean by touch-sensitive? Even if you barely put your finger on it or just touch it, it can tell. The Oculus Quest pretty much keeps the same shape as a PC VR headset, but it is substantially heavier than any other PC VR headset on the market right now. This is expected as it's an all-in-one VR headset, no computer needed. The straps on the sides are somewhat comfortable, about as comfortable as you can get while wearing a 5-pound metal brick on your face. Now that we've seen what it looks like, let's take it apart and go over what's under the hood. The Quest operates on an Android-like system with a 1440 by 1600 OLED screen running at 75 Hz. For all you nerds out there, the graphic component is an Adreno 540 and the processor is the same one as an Android phone. Let's talk about the tracking. The tracking technology featured in the Oculus Quest is called Oculus Insight. As opposed to the old tracking method with external cameras you have to set up, the Oculus Quest uses inside-out tracking from the 4 cameras on the corners of the headset. This gives us portability options we would have imagined impossible before, such as playing VR in the car. Pause here, I do not condone nor recommend the use of your Oculus Quest 1 or 2 in your vehicle, as the sun can permanently damage the screen if not handled with care. Okay, now back to the video. Sure, the car is great, but let's take a look at some more practical places to bring your Quest. Number 1, your grandparents' house. We all know the boring feeling of sitting in your grandparents' house with nothing to do, watching the Golden Girls, so why not bring your VR headset? It's fun for all ages, including your grandma. Number 2, your friend's house. If you have friends who would have never imagined experiencing VR, then it'd be a cool thing to bring over to one of your friends' houses. I think that everyone should get to experience VR because it's awesome and it's one of my favorite things to do in gaming. Now this is where we get to the negative part. My complaint about the tracking. I often find my controllers glitching around whenever I move them to my sides, like my hips or behind me. And that's it. Seriously, that's my only complaint. You might think that someone like me would complain about the $300 price tag, but I think it's a fair ask. VR is a huge step in the gaming world, even still, since it came out. I mean, you might be saying, yeah, VR is cool and all, but do you really think it's worth $300 just for a headset? You'd be surprised. Let's go ahead and compare VR to other gaming. If we look at the price of, for example, Oculus versus Xbox, you'll notice that they're the same price. Well, one might argue that an Xbox can do more things and is more valuable than a VR headset, but is it really? To put it simply, no. You can get pretty much the same apps on it, such as YouTube and Netflix, and there are similar games to Call of Duty on the market, such as Pavlov or Onward. How long do I expect to use this? I've had the Quest for a year already, and if you've played VR, then you know what it's like to walk into or punch the wall, or bump into a person, or drop one of the controllers. Anything to do with being unaware of your surroundings. I've beaten this thing up so much, I've punched the walls at least 3 times already, and I've dropped the controllers at least 3 times a week. I fully expect to use this until it breaks, which from right now it doesn't look like it will anytime soon. It holds up just as well as it does when I bought it, and I really hope to keep it like that for as long as For $300, the Quest comes close to being my favorite VR headset, not only because of its technological advancement, but because of how easy it is to take around with you and play it somewhere. The specs aren't the best on the market, but it's pretty good for being a standalone VR headset. Overall, it's a solid headset that doesn't have a lot of cons. But is it worth buying in 2021? Definitely not. You can buy the Oculus Quest 2 for the same price retail, and it's lighter, more comfortable, and PC VR compatible. But I do recommend the Oculus Quest if you're trying to buy a cheap one, because people are selling them pretty cheap for used now. I saw one on eBay for like $150. That concludes this video, and if you've made it this far, I want to thank you for watching, and it would help me out a lot if you could hit that subscribe button and click the bell. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.